Hello, Dave Dog here. This is the Road to Glory with Bradford Park Avenue. Since you've been away, we've been having a reasonable FA Cup run. So let's have a look at how we've gone on then in these games. First qualifying round was Marsk at home, Northern Premier side, and a comfortable 4-1 win in that one. 0-0 at half-time. Goals from Finn O'Boyle in the second half, a hat-trick, and Alex Simpson. We brought in Simpson to play up front as Hamed is out of form. Playing up front with Denson with O'Boyle behind. 3 goals and assists for O'Boyle and a 10 out of 10 rating. Can't do better than that. In midfield we had Spencer and Hopper and Longbottom not playing so well out wide. In defence everyone playing well apart from Ferguson, our new signing. At left back, Lund and Fielding coming on. 6.8 and 6.9 played well and a 4-1 win. And into the second round. Second round then, Leamington relegated from National North last season, and we scraped a 1-0 win, a late goal from Lloyd Smith in the 87th minute. The team for this one then. So we put Hamed back in again, and he played well in this one. 8.3 with an assist for Smith's goal. Smith came on to replace Denson, but more or less the same team. We just had Sams in the central defensive position. Good defensive performance. Apart from Ferguson again, 6.2, and a close one that one. Although on XG we had a 1.36 and 8 shots on target. So should have been more, but we'll take that and into the third qualifying round, where we got a tougher draw. Chesterfield away, National League side. I think they were 14th at the time. We went down 1-0. Much of the play to Chesterfield. Look at that crowd, 5,216. Made a few changes with Ferguson not playing so well. Lund played left back and he didn't play so well at 6.1. He lost to a debatable penalty, 38th minute penalty. Lund made a challenge, looked like it was outside the box, and we were up against it from 38 minutes. As you can see there, yellow cards flowing for Chesterfield, just the one for us for Spencer. 25 shots from them, 10 on target. They were on top, 62% possession, but we had chances in the game, mainly falling to Smith and O'Boyle, who, as you can see by their marks, 6.5 and 6.4. Denson as well, 6.3. Nobody's firing up front now after the goals they were putting in, and I was praising them in the last episode. Only Hopper and Dunstan at 6.7 on the right hand side, and GSK at 7.1 had good games. Although the subs that came on, Ferguson then came on for London, played better than he had been playing when he started. So it's really weird. Sam's 7.1. He had a decent game when he came on. So that's the FA Cup then. Let's show you how we've been doing in the league. I left you with the 3-1 win over Nuneaton Borough. We then went to Banbury away and got a creditable 0-0 draw there. Brad Doherty got injured fairly early on, so we had to make changes. Denson, Hamed and O'Boyle had been doing so well, but not in this game. 6.1, 6.4 and 6.6. Dunstan still in the defensive midfield role instead of Spencer, but didn't play so well in this game. Staunton, our man of the match, with 7.8 and GSK 7.5. The whole defence playing quite well apart from Fielding at 6.5. And as you can see by the XG, not much in it. 0.99 for them, 3 shots on target. 0.23 for us with 2 shots on target. Fairly even game and a good point in all. Next game, Gloucester at home, just above us in the league, and we went down disastrously 3-0. We were favourites for this game. Goals after 49 minutes, 53 and 77, with defenders getting quite high marks. Up front, Denson not playing well, Hamed okay. Funny game was this one. They took their chances and we didn't. Then we played Marsk in the FA Cup, which we spoke about. Then Spennymoor, they're up there. Narrow 1-0 win. So our away performances, we're doing quite well defensively. Again, not happening up front. This is what you get with teenagers. Very erratic. Simpson came in on this occasion and played up front. With Hamed out of form, Simpson played, but again 6.2 and 2 6.3s. Not there, and the midfield not playing well. Just the defence keeping us in the game. Well, particularly Sams and Dunstan and GSK showing what he can do. Problem that we can't get all the team firing at the same time. It's either the defenders playing well or the strikers playing well, never both. After Spennymoor we beat Leamington in the cup, and then we had Blythe, who were below us in the league. They're in the relegation places, so we had a good 2-1 win against Blythe. Hamed was sent off. The tackle was absolutely scandalous. I had a look at his attributes afterwards and he's got 1 for tackling, and you could see why. I don't know why he was back there helping out the right back. And as you see, he was playing well. He'd assisted a goal to a Boyle in 65 minutes, then the 74th minute red card. A Boyle with 2 goals. I think he's got about 10 or 11 now, and man of the match in this game. And quite a few good performances. Just a Dunstan with 6.5, GSK 6.6. I don't know why he gets these lower ones. He only conceded 1 goal. It wasn't particularly his fault. And 6.5 for Smith. We're having a bit of turbulence with the team and poor form, especially from Denson, who's gone off the boil after a good start. We just need to strengthen the side. So today's game has been moved. We played Chesterfield on the Saturday and we're now on Tuesday. We're playing Scarborough away. Let's see where we are in the league. Scarborough are still top on goal difference. 8 games, 1 draw and 2 defeats. Who have they lost to? Merthyr and Brackley, both away 2-0. We've put in some good performances, especially at Spennymoor, who are up there as well. If we look at the table, we're currently in 17th, 12 points from 11 games, above the relegation ratio of a point a game. 5 points clear of Braintree, who have a game in hand, and we're sitting comfortably outside. But if we want to get up to the playoffs, we're 8 points off the pace, and I can't see us making that up without significant signings. It may be, again, another season of just progressing, getting better, building the team, and some of these youngsters getting better. So it may take a long time to actually build this team so it can get out of National League North. But I'm here for the long haul, and I hope you'll be with me as well. Please subscribe and turn notifications on, and you will be with us every step of the way on this trip with Bradford Park Avenue. So let's get into today's game. Let's have a look at the team. So a very difficult task today against Scarborough, and this is our team that we're putting out. A slight formation change in that we've brought Fielding in to the central midfield area and Hopper drops to the bench. We're playing a more narrow, lopsided midfield with Doherty on the left and Fielding and Spencer shoring up this central midfield position. I've done this in some other games when things have not been going well against the top teams, and it strengthens us defensively. We just hope the front three can create some chances and obviously score. We've got GSK in goal as usual. Right back at Dunstan. We've changed the central defensive partnership. We've got Sams on the left and Lund on the right. Staunton is injured. He's out for 2 to 3 weeks. Got injured in the last game, so we're missing him. And we brought Ferguson back in on the left. Connor Ferguson, our new signing, former Leeds United junior, and he's 3.5 star. And he should be playing better than he is, and let's hope he can do a good job today. Those are the back 4 with Doherty, Spencer and Fielding as mentioned in midfield, and the front 3 of Finn O'Boyle, our top scorer, behind Carter Denson, who's out of form. We brought in 17-year-old Alex Simpson. He is partnering Denson up front. On the bench then, we've got young keeper Barber, Niall Osborne right back, Hopper drops to the bench, Longbottom and Lloyd Smith is the striker. So let's hope we can do as well as we did in previous games against high-flying teams and keep this one tight. We're going in cautious to start with. Let's get into the game then. So it's Scarborough that gets underway in this tough match for us, and we need to keep them quiet. There's a long ball through straight away, but we don't see that. Next to action, it's a corner and a near post header there. Michael Mancian. He's the one that used to play for Chelsea a long time ago, maybe, but we're behind in disastrous circumstances in the first minute. Corner there, we didn't cover that near post corner, and we're up against it already. Playing cautiously, first attack, first shot on target, and it's 1-0. They've won the last 5 games at home of Scarborough, so that shows us how good they are. And if we look at the momentum on the right, we've just come back into the game. Colville always press. Go on then, we'll do that. My assistant there telling us we're in the game and it's ticking away. We've had 2 shots, nothing on target, but not a great deal for them in chances, 0.44, and we've got to half time 1-0 down. So most of the players not playing well. and we've said to them we've not taken nearly enough shots, and I'm disappointed with that. So that's fired them up, most of them, and motivated, all apart from Finn O'Boyle, who's composed. So let's get into the second half then, and we're straight into it. No kick-off, and we need to keep Scarborough quiet. We've only conceded from that set piece, although they've had 3 on target. They're not running away with the game. Mancienne, defensive midfielder. He is former Chelsea. He's 35 years old now, and played for Forest and played in America. He's currently with just to break off a minute, it's raining, and Bramall, Moss, and that's 2-0. It's what's coming. We saw that one coming. Yeah, he's currently with Burton in real life, so at the tail end of his career. But Dunstan has given everything. Just ignore that for now, and we don't want to see that again. Poor marking. Moss picks his spot. No chance. So let's just stop and make some changes then. I'm going to change from cautious. I'm going to go on to balanced. It's GSK, that's 6.4. I don't see what he could do with the free shot. Maybe he could have saved the header for the first one. Let's bring Hopper on and go back to our normal formation then. Put Hopper out wide and make him a winger on support. So that didn't particularly work, although it kept them reasonably quiet. Yeah, let's bring Lloyd Smith on. Bring him on for Denson. Denson's been out of form. Maybe Simpson can come back a bit. So Lloyd Smith pressing forward on attack. So let's see how those 2 changes affect things. Lloyd Smith and Hopper coming on for Fielding and Denson. And let's get back into this then. And time ticking away. We've had nothing on target, and this is a corner again, but headed out by Lund this time. No free headers, but they've still got the ball. Crossing in again, and it's Doherty this time that heads out, but still coming at us a Scarborough. And that's a long ball. He's going to reach that. Yes, he is. Moss, and that's a comedy of errors there. What was happening there? Teed it up for him to come in. GSK is just... He's not it, you know. He should have picked that ball up. I don't know what the defender was doing. Let's have a look at this. Again, we let him cross in. Sticks his foot out, does Ferguson. And a real comedy of errors. The inexperience is telling. Let's have some changes then. One change to make. Ferguson, the weak link in the defence. We haven't really got a left back. We've only got Osborne, who's... I don't know whether he can play. Can he play on the right? It's right only, according to that. Osborne can play in the centre. Let's put Osborne on for Ferguson and then swap Lund and Osborne. Osborne can play central defence. Central defender. Let's keep him on defend. So Lund, inverted wing back, he's played better there. So a change then to this defence, although we're 3-0 down. It's hardly worthwhile. This game has gone. And we're into the last 10 minutes, and really we've done nothing. We've had 5 shots but nothing on target. Spencer with a free kick, headed out by their defender. So what I've noticed, without Hamed we've got no presence up front. Doherty, header, keeper parries it but cleared off the line by Hunter. So we got one on target there, surely. Yes, there it goes. 1 shot on target in the whole game, and as expected we go down 3-0 to the top of the league. These are not the games that we should be looking to win, but we should be really. Target was playoffs before the beginning of the season. I think that's miles away now. And best player performance, Tom Sams, 7, but a lot of poor performance, especially up front. Smith did okay when he came on, O'Boyle, but Simpson 6.4, Denson 6.3, Ferguson not really proving to be a decent player yet, 6.1. I've got a lot of decisions to make here. We really need, as we say, to get some players in, but that's not happening, and it's very frustrating. Sometimes the players play well, generally against teams that are around us or below. When we're up against the top teams, we just haven't got a chance at all. We can defend and keep it out for a while, but we don't look like scoring against the top teams. So let's have a look where we're going to come back then. And before that, look at the table. 12 points from 12 games. 4 points now above fourth from bottom Braintree. Game in hand they have. Any further poor results and we could be dropping further down towards the bottom. We've really got to turn this around, and I've really got to find a formation that works for these players. It's not looking good at the moment. So we're going to play all through November, and we'll come back for this FA Trophy second round tie at the beginning of December. So who have we got? We've got Kettering. We've got 3 home games in that: Tamworth, Buxton and Kettering, and away games against Telford and Chester. So we play all those league games, and hopefully we can move further up the table away from the bottom 4, and we're bringing the FA Trophy second round game. Please comment and like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks very much for watching. Dave Dog for now. Goodbye.